Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you all a new release from Marisha, who is the Diary of Belle Rose here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. She has launched her stamp collection and I was asked to create with it, so here I am. Thank you so much, Marisha, for thinking of me and allowing me to play with your new products. I am showing you there the inspiration guide filled with inspiration from the members of her July design team. So this stamp set is super cute. It features a bear and musical notes. The bear is holding a microphone. It also features a Bible scripture which says, "Sing unto the Lord, for he has done glorious things," which is Isaiah 12:5. And the sentiments allow you to stamp "Keep a joyful song in your heart." You can stamp a happy birthday. When words fail, music speaks. Just a little note, a note to say hello. You make my heart sing. So those are just a few of the things that you can stamp with this stamp set. I am grabbing the stencil set from Hero Arts, and I thought it would be perfect to use with this bear and the microphone. So I'm going to create a stage for our bear to perform on, and I am just putting my cardstock, this is just white cardstock, down on the sticky mat. And you'll see my sticky mat move because I don't have the back paper off. I just have the top paper off, just so I can pick it up and put it down on my desk without picking up extra things. So it may slide here and there. So I do apologize about that. But I am using the first stencil and I'm going to use my Distress Oxides and Distress Inks. And I am using worn lipstick first. Then I will go in with the next stencil and use Picked Raspberry. I am just going to layer that over that worn lipstick. And for the next color and stencil, I am going to go in with Seedless Preserves. This will create the floor. In hindsight, I should have used my mint tape sooner to mask things off, but I did not. So you will see once I bring in the milled lavender that I do have a little bit of uh, color mixing happening, but I will fix that. So for the back of the stage, I am using milled lavender and trying to gently apply that. I want it to be as light as possible, a faint purple there. And my color palette was chosen because of the logo and the color scheme of Marisha's logo for her company. So that is why I chose these colors. I thought it would be nice to play on that. So here is where you can see a bit of color mixing. I just went back in with that Seedless Preserves and you can see where the start of those lines for the background are. I don't want those. So I am just going to go over that with the milled lavender and kind of fix it, and then I go back in with the Seedless Preserves, and of course I mess it up again, so I do end up using some mint tape and fixing the area. And for the front portion or the bottom portion of the stage that you see there, I just go in with Dusty Concord and ink that up. Taking a white panel of cardstock, I am going to stamp out my bear, and I decide instead of using that VersaFine there, I'm going to use Picked Raspberry and give a very dark impression. I'm going to do some watercoloring, nothing too stressful, just pulling the ink from the outline of the bear. So that is why I wanted to make sure it was a nice rich outline, because I am going to watercolor from that. Once I have this stamped, I hit it with my heat tool and then I grab a water brush. I just go around the bear kind of lightly pulling from the outline and trying to add a little bit of shadowing. I will go in with some antique linen for the stomach and trying to add that to the ears as well as around the mouth. I also pull out the black soot and I add that to the nose. As you can see, everything is pretty faint, but I am going to end up using colored pencils to color that in. So I know for the black I wanted it to pop, so I just grabbed a thin tipped pen, excuse me, and I colored in the nose as well as the eyes, and then I added a line over the cord of the microphone. The lights that I have pointed on my workspace kind of drown out some of the shading that I watercolored in. It's not as faint as the bear looks. There is some light pink all around. But to make that pop even more, I just go in with my colored pencils and I'm adding shading and coloring in the bear. I start with a darker pink color to go around those edges and then come in with a lighter pink color. I go in with a tan color for the stomach and the nose, and then I found more of a peachy color to go over that. And yeah, I just go in and add as many details as I can using these color pencils. And I have a mix of Prismacolor and Faber-Castell pencils, as well as a no name Amazon brand that I have, and I don't mind mixing the different brands together for this image. Once I've completed my coloring, I go in with a white gel pen to add some highlights, and then I fussy cut this little bear out. Once that is complete, I take a look at the stamp set to figure out what I wanted to say, and I ended up settling on just a little note to say hello, and I am going to stamp the sentiment directly onto that back panel. My bear is not adhered at this time. I am going to pop my bear up with some foam, but for my sentiment, I'm going to stamp that with some VersaFine ink and then pop my bear up with some foam squares. So here is my completed card. Thank you again, Marisha, for allowing me to be a part of this release. I also created another card for you to see. I just did a panel that I stamped all around with the bear, and then I stamped the sentiments onto a gold pearlized piece of cardstock and did a split card that is matted on an A2 size panel, black panel. So that is all that I have for you all today, guys. Head over to Marisha's shop, The Diary of Belle Rose, and pre-order her stamp sets. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.